Hello, and welcome back to part 2 of the Doujinshi reading for I Want to Play White Album 2 with Her. This is the introductory chapter version of the book. And as I mentioned in the last chapter, this is kind of going over this author's original characters playing through White Album 2. All the scenes have been redrawn, the text has been kind of, I would say, abbreviated to make it shorter, to make it fit into the restraints of the doujin, but it is still quite long. So let's go ahead and continue from here. I guess it couldn't be that easy. And I finally came up with my answer. I'm sorry. It was a narrow margin, but I can't. Oh, okay. The dream is dead, just as quickly as it got dreamed up. Haruki, what the hell were you thinking? The first bell just rang. What are you still doing here? So, what did Setsuna say when she turned you down? Yeah, she did turn down my offer. Figures. But she said she wants to keep being friends. Couldn't really ask for a clear rejection. Rejection? You think? We just want to be friends. We know that's not true. It's laughable to think about back then, though. Say, Kitahara-kun, I know it's probably selfish of me to ask a favor of you right after turning down your own request, but can I keep talking to you after this? And could we walk around the festival together? That's such a date. That is such a date. Listen, don't let anybody ever tell you, no. If somebody asks you to go walk around the festival together, that's a date. Stuff he has to do. Haruki, we're gonna go to karaoke after school. Why don't you come party it up with us and forget all about today? Not today. There's still some stuff I have to do. Didn't. Oh, I love her. I love it. Oh my god. This was literally my face the first time I saw this. I was like, what? Ogiso, I have something to talk to you about again. Is that okay? Oh. God. Because I knew I had this one last chance remaining to me. Supermarket outfit, incognito Setsuna will always be my favorite Setsuna. Despite me thinking it's stupid she feels she has to be incognito in the first place, I still love it because it's beautiful. Alright, I see. Something had been tugging at me about the first time we talked, Kitahara-kun. Was it something I said? Plenty of worries of our own to deal with. Getting too famous would just add more stress. You knew about this side of me. I'm so sorry. I was planning on taking it with me to the grave. How long have you known? Since summer of our second year, maybe? There's a small used instrument shop around here, and Takea was always dragging me there with him. Kitahara-kun, you've known about me for that long? Oh, no. I'd say all the guys in our year have known about you for longer than that, Ogiso. At least since the school festival our first year. Sorry. It's not that weird to say. You put somebody up on a stage in front of the whole school. Obviously people are going to know about her. Today is the first time anyone's ever found me out like this. I'd managed to keep it a secret since first year. You think? Maybe everyone's realized and they've just been keeping quiet about it? No, you're definitely the first, Kitahara-kun. I have an eye for people. Kitahara-kun, listen. There's actually one more thing I'd like to talk to you about tonight. Would you mind? Tonight? Yes, 10 o'clock. In front of Minami Suetsugu Station. I'll be waiting for you there. Well, Kitahara-kun, you still have the wrong idea about me. No. Maybe it's just that I haven't told you the truth yet. Wrong idea? I'm really not the good girl you think I am. Oh, God. This still makes me blush to this day. Because it's such a misleading thing. And I know that's the point of it, right? The point of it is to be like, oh my God, meeting up late at night as a high schooler, she's not the good girl you think she is? Like, I can't stop blushing. It's so dumb. It's so cheesy that it's embarrassing. There she is. The bad girl. Oh no. Famous CG though. There it is. Phew. Alright, break time. Thank you for listening quietly. This girl hadn't even referred to the songbook or search function. Just punched the codes right in. Which they're referring to in Japanese karaoke. Every song, you can search it by song title, by artist name, or you can search, every song has its own code, right? Like A317568, something like that. So to have this memorized is like pretty crazy. Not even like, oh, you're a big karaoke fan. No, that's actually pretty crazy. So this is step 2 in thinking that Setsuna is a little bit insane to me. Also, she'd asked me what I wanted to drink, but hadn't once asked what I'd like to sing. Oof, I'm thirsty. Excuse me, this is room 15. Could we get an oolong tea? And Kitahara-kun, what would you like to drink? Now, let's see. I've been doing pretty much all new songs, so maybe more of a staple next? Oh, sure. Oh, so this is so rude, by the way. If you haven't done, I would say, I call it box karaoke, just because it's not like karaoke I'd seen in America where it's like an open bar. It's like you rent a room, which is specifically for karaoke singing only. And so if you rent a room with friends, it's expensive. It is kind of expensive to do karaoke. And you keep singing again and again and again without passing the machine like around in a circle, that is so rude. That is such a social taboo in Japan. And so like, I get it, right? I love singing. I don't want to pass the thing around all the time, but that's just what you do because it's rude if you don't. And Setsuna doing that, I feel like is just so rude. And this is coming, I'm a Setsuna fan. I love Setsuna, but Jesus Christ, come on. Like, it's not that hard to have basic human decency. She's very selfish. I guess that's the best word for it. The true Ogiso. Have I put you off? This is the very last part of the hidden me. Once a week, I come here and do solo karaoke. Is that weird? That's not weird at all. No, not at all. I get it. There are definitely girls like that. Yeah, your part-time job keeps you busy. It's not like you can really go out and do it with friends. Oh, no, this is different. I prefer doing karaoke by myself. You know, if everyone comes in at once, the price per song goes up. On the other hand, if I'm alone, I can sing 30 songs in 2 hours. That, and my friends stopped inviting me around our first year. The first time we all went out, I started by requesting 5 songs in a row, and everyone glared at me. Yeah, you think? She's talking about the price per song. Imagine how her friends felt having to sit there. If you think a song maybe is about 3 minutes, your friends had to sit there for 15 minutes just listening to you sing solo. That is so rude. I'm sorry, but when it comes to singing, I can't give up the stage. I don't want to take a hint. So when I suddenly heard something from my repertoire, my favorite song, even I couldn't possibly help myself. White Album. It was a lot of fun. It put me in a great mood. It just felt nice. Say, Kitahara-kun? I didn't think I could do it. I didn't think it was something I ought to do. But, I really, really wanted to try. Kitahara-kun? I'm withdrawing my withdrawal again. Sorry I keep jerking you around like this. Now, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Setsuna Ogiso from Class 3A. My hobby is singing. My specialty is singing continuously. I can go up to 3 hours nonstop and be totally fine. And this kind of intro is like so Japanese Idol. And I know Setsuna's like, oh, I'm not actually the school idol. Like, I don't want to be the school idol. Like, and yet she says stuff like this. I'm Setsuna Ogiso from Class 3A. These are my hobbies. These are my measurements. Like, come on. So cheesy. Introductory chapter is absolutely necessary. And really, really, it is well written. But personally, it's easier for me to connect with closing chapter and coda just because, it's hard to enter into that high schooler frame of mind where you are pretty dumb and you make dumb decisions. And as an adult, you're sitting there thinking, why are you doing this? I mean, you also think that in coda too, but to a point, I feel like it's easier to connect with than this. But that's just my take on it as a fan. As she spoke in the background, that song played. The common language between us. Our starting point, as though in commemoration of our meeting again. Hey, Kitahara-kun? As of this moment, Setsuna Ogiso has no more secrets. Because you know all of them. My feelings about the school festival show? Well, it's my first time doing something like this, so I may just hold everybody back. But even if I'm not strong enough in the moment, and they laugh at me, I won't give up. I'll keep singing until the end, so I hope that's enough. She's the kind of heroine who really takes boys prisoner, in a lot of senses, huh? Yeah, she's that kind of character. It's just hard to tell whether she knows she's doing it. No, she does. She absolutely does. I mean, she knows that all the boys think she's pretty. She knows the image she has to uphold. So she knows. Now, does she have as much direct control over that as she wishes? No, she doesn't. Because, again, she is immature. She doesn't know how to wield this womanly power as good as she potentially could and does later on. But no, she definitely knows. I'm Setsuna Ogiso. I'll be joining the Light Music Club as of today. It's an honor to be here. Hang on, Haruki, get over here. What's up? You look pale. You screwed up with the number 2 invitation only to bring in number 1? My God, you did it. You're acting like you get it, but you really don't. Anyway, let's start with our rehearsal. Ogiso, are you alright just starting out by just watching today? Huh? Come to think of it, is the piano player not here today? Dum. There is no piano player. I'm telling you, give it up, Haruki. But, the Light Music Club, the festival. Excuse me, sorry. Is there a Matsukawa-kun here? I'm never talking to music department people again. Do they all have to be so full of themselves? Didn't get any answers to my questions either. Who's the one using music room number 2? Hey. Gah! What the hell? Don't sneak up on me like that. Wait. No, I didn't mean that. Sorry. It's my fault for flipping out. I'm leaving. Wait. I'm sorry, okay? So, what are you doing here so late? Are you in a club of some kind? What about you? Aren't you gonna play your shitty guitar today? You think you'll be in any kind of shape for the school festival at this rate? We're doing fine. We actually just found a singer. You'll be stunned to hear who it is. Believe it or not. So, how about the bass, the drums, all the members besides the guitarist and the singer? We're fine. We're going to be fine. I have another secret weapon. Yeah, she doesn't care to hear your story because she already knows. Oh, how fortunate for you. What are they like? If you're just gonna mock me, leave. Bye now. See you around. Shoo. Bye. Gah. What am I, a first grader? Again, the immaturity. It seems like Haruki-kun gets really childish with this girl. Huh? Oh, better head home. Gah, I screwed up big time. They're here. I'm going next door. If anything happens to me, take care of things for me. Yeah, okay. Hey, though, Haruki, before you go next door, you think you might want to check yourself in the mirror one more time? You're looking a little bit frazzled. Wait, what? Is he seriously trying to pull this? All right, next. Almost there. Huh? You're kidding. Hey, you there. What are you doing? Haruki climbing out a window to climb into the music room is the most ridiculous, accurately high school boy thing to do I have ever heard in my life. No way. It was you? You were playing the piano this whole time? Gah! Someone bring a mat. Because Haruki's still clambering out the window. The master of music room number 2, my after-school neighbor, this was their true identity. The girl who sits next to him. Kazusatoma, 3E, my neighbor in class. Toma, Kitahara, what the hell are you doing there? The teachers are exasperated. Toma, hey, sorry, but could you wake up for a second? Sorry. Kazusatoma, right? While you were away, you missed a bunch of contact forms and things. Textbooks for all classes, student ID, application forms for various processes, and I grabbed a student discount application too, just in case. You're commuting here by train from WA2, right? This is such a creepy thing to say. Obviously he's student council president, so he has access to these records, but it's still very creepy to have it memorized and be like, oh, I know where you live. I know where you commute from. Super gross. You're noisy. I get that a lot, but all of this is important. If you don't want to keep if you don't want me to keep making noise at you, I think it would be in your interest to commit this all to memory now. Oh, right. I guess this is our first time meeting. I'm Haruki Kitahara, first term class rep for Class E. I didn't ask for your name. Well, you had this look on your face like, who are you? From the beginning, she, Kazu Satoma, never meant don't touch me in the literal sense. I realized pretty quickly that it was always more like stay out, hands off, on a level beneath the physical. Don't touch me. And it's physical though. I mean, obviously it's a representation of her fear of not wanting to be close to people and anyone getting close to her at all because of all of her traumas, but also in another very real sense, do not actually physically touch her either. That was exhausting. I don't get it. Why do I have to be pulled into this shit? Kitahara-kun, are you okay? Your fingers aren't hurt or anything? No, I'm fine. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Let me introduce you, Ogiso. This is Kazu Satoma. She's our keyboard player. Ouch! What the hell is wrong with you? Haruki-kun is pretty shameless, huh? Yeah. Shameless is one word for it. But also, this is one of the first big lies that Haruki tells. So this is a pretty important point for him. He is lying to Setsuna, using Kazusa as the basis for that lie. And in that sense, he's also lying to Kazusa about who she is to him as well. So, not a good setup for this trio. Sounds like she's still mad. So, still want to invite her into the club, knowing her whole deal? I'm going to invite her. I'm going to make her one of us, whatever that requires. Wow, he's not giving up on this. You know it's annoying as hell having you right there. Don't plunge in with that kind of language, please. Toma. Hey, wake up. Good morning. I'm surprised to see you here before class starts. Hello. Good morning, Toma. The first bell is about to ring. Wake up, please. I'm doing what you told me to, so listen to me for once. You see that tiny little smile? Like, in a sense, I like the way this doujin has condensed the story right here because this is a really powerful way to show Kazusa is noticing Haruki's, I don't know if concern for her is the right word for it, but he's noticing her. He is acknowledging her existence again and again, and that is making her happy. And this page really kind of throws that in your face, which is cute. Oh yeah, of course. If there's anything you're having trouble with, you can come to me anytime. If I completely ignore you from now on... Oh, Kazusa, if I completely ignore you from now on, don't take it personally. I just hate you and think you're irritating as hell. The 180 there. I get it. I won't make a big deal out of it if you ignore me. So you don't have to make a big deal out of it if I keep trying to talk to you either. What? Good morning, Toma. Wow, it sure is nice out today, huh? Hang on, Kitahara. I never agreed to... He is so persistent. Like, luckily, in this instance, Kazusa actually likes Haruki. But if she didn't, oh my god, could you imagine how obnoxious Haruki would be? The kick. It's hard to tell exactly what's going on, but 100% this is Kazusa's famous kick. Out. Get out. Get out. Don't ever come here again. And yeah, I'm sorry. I lied to you a bit. She's not actually a member of the club. You seemed pretty well in sync, though. And Setsuna taking the lies like a champ. Are you mad? Oh, no! It's all on me for jumping to the wrong conclusions. You don't have anything to apologize for, Kitahara-kun. And this is another famous line that repeats itself again and again and again in White Album 2. It's my fault. You don't have anything to apologize for. Which is not true, obviously. But this is a problem of Setsuna's. She won't blame others. She'd rather put all the blame on herself to avoid that conflict, because she is terrified of losing the people that are close to her. Toma-san, right? The girl you were thinking about for a keyboardist. Do you really want to get her to join the club specifically? You need Toma-san badly enough to go that far? Yeah, as you've seen, we only have 3 members, including you, who just joined. Because she was the first person to take my guitar playing seriously. Huh? Didn't Kazusa just say it was annoying? Flashback scene. This is a beautiful scene. Also, if you read the novels, this scene is really, really fleshed out. The White Album 2 novels, some of the side stories that focus on introductory chapter from Kazusa's point of view. Beautiful scene. Highly recommend it. Kitahara, what are you doing? It's summer break. You're not in any clubs. I mean, whatever it is. I can tell you're shitty at it. I just started this year. Of course I'm going to be a little lousy. Give it here. Give me the guitar, just for a second. Thanks. Kitahara? You're crying. Oh, this boy is so pathetic. And yet she fell in love. No, I'm not saying boys can't cry. I'm not saying that at all. But a girl picks up a guitar and is better at it than you and you start crying? Come on. It's a little pathetic. I'm sorry. I'm gutted. My own lack of talent is devastating to me. It's not about talent. It's practice. The amount of sweat you pour into it, like you said. For something like this, the standard is practicing 10 hours a day. Man, though, I didn't know you played the guitar, Toma. I don't. I just fooled around with it for a few days a little while back. Yeah, right. It's so nonchalant. No, she practiced 10 hours a day. Sheesh. She's acting completely different from how she did in spring. Now, let's try it again from the beginning. I can teach you a couple little tricks. Are you sure? Not like I got anything else to do. No, you actually came here just specifically in the hopes that you'd run into Haruki. But they don't put that in an NIC so early on. Oh, huh. I had no idea. I was just wondering whether you always do this when you're with girls, Kitahara-kun. Talk about other girls, I mean. No, I don't normally have conversations like this with girls. Oh yeah. I know I freaked out and said no when you asked, but you can tell Toma-san about me. As if it's this big secret. Like, it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter that you have, like, a supermarket part-time job personality. It's just such a non-consequential thing. And yet, it means a lot to Setsuna. In return, you have to bring Toma-san to me. I want to make friends with her as soon as possible. Yes, I promise. I'll drag her by the scruff of the neck if I have to. Why do I feel like this isn't going to go well? Oh, because you are very right. Okay, and now we're about to get into really trying to convince Kazusa to join the music club, so I think this is a pretty decent point to leave off. This episode, we got Setsuna to join, we discovered the pianist in music room number 2, so we will pick up where we left off next time. Thanks so much for joining me on this chapter of the Doujinshi reading from White Album 2, and I'll be back with the next chapter shortly. Until then, hope you take care. See you!